Hi, my name is Janina, and this is the video where I talk about addiction and octopuses. This is a quote by a very clever author, and she says that, okay, let's read it. She says that getting all of one's addictions under control is a little like putting an octopus to bed. This is in the book Birth by Birth. The author is Anne Lamott. And the quote is quite intriguing and can have multiple meanings. Here we are gonna dissect or dig deeper into what she means with this analogy. At first I read it and I thought, oh, it must mean that dealing with addiction is difficult. And I still think that's what she meant with this quote. But I made some points. I wrote it down in my K-pop notebook. And I have some points. First of all, I think using an octopus is a clever way because it's an animal that has many arms. And when you think about putting an octopus to bed, you think, oh, it must be hard. And everyone knows addiction is hard. So it's a good animal to choose to compare. So in the first point, I think the arms can represent a different type of addiction, many addictions. People can have different things going on with them, not just one. Like octopuses, they have many arms. So they could be dealing with different manifestations of an addiction. So I think this is the first point I wanted to make. And the second one is that it's difficult to control every aspect. If we imagine that we are putting an octopus to bed and this animal is moving around a lot, it must be harder to get the animal to be quiet and just sleep. So it's like addiction. It's hard to put it under control. It's hard to be direct with it without the thing going on and just messing around and being chaotic, I think. So it's a process. It's not something that is just quick. So this must be like putting an octopus to bed. It must be a difficult process. Another point is that you have to be persistent and patient to put the octopus to bed. It's the same with addiction. You cannot just expect to have an addiction disappear, even if you're getting help. It's something that takes a while. For some people, it takes years and years to make it disappear, to make it be under control. It takes years. So it's not just like, oh, I'm getting help now, and then maybe a week later, it disappears. It's a process. And sometimes when you are dealing with something, it's not linear. It's not that you are cured or anything. It's something that you need to understand that sometimes you will fail. But the important thing is that you need to get up and keep doing your thing. Another point is that it's also a struggle to maintain control of your feelings, and it can be chaotic and overwhelming dealing with all of this. So sometimes you need to go back to the beginning to start again the process. Do I agree with her with the quote? I agree. I think personally, to me, I wouldn't have thought about using an octopus, but it's a great analogy. I agree that it's hard and it's a process and it's something that is not linear. You can be triggered into going back to your addiction. It's a lot. But I do agree with her that it's like putting an octopus to bed, and it's also kind of funny if you think about it. Sometimes you're like, oh, maybe you need to add humor to life, to deal with some things, especially addictions, because it makes it easier. From page 9, find the cartoon illustration and explain its message. I saw the comic and I thought the comic is very funny. It's a bit cynical. I don't think many people would think it's funny, But I think the point of it is that there's a paradox, because this man is addicted to the internet, but he's also looking for help online. So it's like a paradox. You're looking for help in something that you're addicted to. That's why that's what I think it is. Like the message is that sometimes people just overlook situations when they are in a state of addiction. And then I did the test. I completed the test, hooked on the internet, and my results were 0 to 3, I think. Yes. Let me check. 0 to 4. So it says you can get carried away, but it's just a fun hobby. This is the result I got. So it says that I'm not addicted. It tells a lot about email though, so I don't know. But yeah, I think it's a fun, overall it's a fun analogy from this book, and it's an interesting book. It seems I may read it in the future. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.